I was watching the other day a show from some German podcasters, which are also streamed in mainstream radio and maybe TV. And they were talking about how manifestation is such a humbug, as they call it, or is woo-woo or pseudoscience. And they were also making some examples of German YouTubers that talk about manifestation, how you do it and how they do it. And they just made fun about it, the whole thing. And of course, there's nothing more to expect from the mainstream media. This video is about us, because when we do this work, we sometimes hear about manifestation and law of attraction. We think, okay, let's give it a shot, and we have these expectations. Like those podcasters also had interview, they said, by the end of this interview, we manifested that our cameraman will drop €1 million on our table. So let's see if manifestation works. You know, we have these expectations, and then we try it and it doesn't work, of course, and we get to that. But we then get the belief that it doesn't work, or it is pseudoscience, and it's just, for those spiritual hippies and whatever. So we stop doing it, or we give up. And we want to talk about this and also what the alternative is to this. So I think for all of us, when we start to do manifestation, we have these, we try something, we think, okay, now I'm gonna manifest €1 million, and okay, it has to happen within a certain amount of time, and I just go for it and I manifest and do the things that they told me in the book, and it doesn't work out. And the reason it doesn't work out is because we're not that good yet. That's also why there are so many videos on manifestation, because we continuously have to learn and fine-tune it, and we can get really good at it. But it can also be really difficult and can take a long time and a lot of trial and error to get there. It's not really a lot of errors that you could do. It's just learning on the way and just knowing that it's not working. We just are not that good yet. We haven't done it long enough. We haven't fine-tuned it enough. We still have this subconscious belief that it doesn't work. So let's say we get to the point that we have tried to manifest something, our dream partner, our dream home, or a certain amount of money, and it didn't work. First of all, who decides that it didn't work? It's you, your belief that just makes a cut, that says, manifestation is not for me, manifestation is pseudoscience, it doesn't work. And you're done with it. Alright, so no problem, you don't have to manifest in your life, you don't have to use this at all, you don't have to work with the law of attraction consciously, it can also work subconsciously. So what you're left with is working matter to matter, which means you can learn a lot, you can work really hard, you can make good connections, and you can manipulate and control and predict outcomes, and you can get really good at playing this matter to matter game. The thing is, it just takes a long time, because let's say you have a dream of getting a nice car. Okay, the car costs $60,000, and in order for you to be able to afford this $60,000 car, you either have to lease it, and okay, this will cost me this much money, I earn this much per month, alright, so I have to put away this much money, or I'm left with this much for my cost of living. Or you say, okay, I have to save up $60,000 so I can buy the car. Alright, $60,000, that means I would have to work for about 2.5 years until I have that amount available for cash. I can't go on vacations, I can't buy good quality food, I can't live in a nice apartment, I just have to save in order for me to get there. So we start to predict in our mind, based on what we know, based on the facts that we have in our lives, okay, it's gonna take me this much and this long to get to that point. And we can do this all our life.
And there's nothing wrong about it.
Nothing wrong with it. And people can also get really good with this. Like people can get really good with manifestation. You can also get really good in this matter to matter life. And a lot of people that are super successful in their life they have done it that way. The question is just, is there another way that you could do it? And that's where I feel it gets really interesting.
Or a combination of those ways.
So ask yourself, what kind of life do you want to live now? Do you want to really just work hard for you to get what you want in life? Or do you want to play with this creation and connecting with source energy, which we all are anyways? This is not just a body which is a machine and it works for a certain amount of time. We have a life force in us. I noticed that 2 days ago when we had the passing of our beautiful dog Luna. It was such a beautiful experience, and I could see that her body after she left was still there and still looks beautiful as always, but it's not moving, it's not breathing, it's cold, and it's still the same body there, but the life force, the spirit is out of it. So there is something beyond our physical body, beyond this physical experience and our 5 senses with which we can experience and taste and touch this world. And this is source. And we all have this, and we are all coming from this. First there has to be the energy, first there has to be the source and the life force in order for there to be life, in order for there to be a body. The body can't exist without the life force. So what we want to do with manifestation is we want to get to that source, which is creating all.
Connects to that source.
Yeah, we want to connect to it, and we are more energy than matter. So let's connect with this energy, and let's give it some template, something that we want to experience in life, and let's start to practice feeling, living in this right now, because the body doesn't know the difference between something that you just imagine or something that is actually happening right now. So when you start to imagine your future, your body starts to feel the love for this life right now in this moment. And this is all we want.
The same way as now you are starting to imagine that you're eating lemon, you're biting in that lemon, and your body's already producing more juices, more saliva, and more of those faces, how you're feeling when you're eating lemon. It's the same thing.
Yes, the body doesn't know if you have an actual lemon or not. So, and we do the manifestation, and we do anything that we strive towards, anything that we want to pursue or fulfill our dream, we do it only for the emotional reward that we get from it. We only get the relationship because we want to feel love and we want to share it with somebody. We want to have this feeling of love and passion. We only want to have the car because we want to feel abundant and unlimited and worthy. So why not? Yes.
Yeah.
And safe. And why not giving these emotions, which are again non-matter, they're not material, they're energy, why not give it to our body, to us right now? And the beautiful thing, and it's so important in manifestation, is that once you are so familiar with that emotion of your future, with that feeling of your future, and you feel so connected to it, that you don't even care if the experience comes to you or not. Petra and me had that when we were manifesting our dream vacation to go to Cancun with Dr. Joe Dispenza to his retreat. We were manifesting it. We were imagining and giving our body a taste of how we would feel that we actually are standing on that beach. We could feel with our feet the sand, and we could feel us walking through the hotel hallway. And we became so familiar with this feeling, we felt so connected to it, that we could bring it up any moment, like it is here right now. And the moment you can do it, you can bring it up any moment, and you feel so connected to it, you no longer care if it happens or not, because you already have the emotion. And that's where the magic happens. That's where the manifestation comes, when you no longer care if it comes or not. And that's the beauty. And those guys in the podcast who manifested, who the heck knows how they did it, who manifested that their videographer has to drop €1 million in front of them on the table. Everybody that has worked with manifestation can just laugh about it, because we know that's not how it works. It's not that simple. If we could just say, all right, I want to have $1 million right now, boom, in my hands, then everybody would be doing it. No, it is really a lot of learning, a lot of trial and error, a lot of studying and remembering.
And changing of
And changing
yourself,
ourselves.
your personality, of your emotional charge, of your field, of all the energy around your body, which is magnetic. Your heart is magnetic and is actually then able, if you remove all the layers, able to straight forward manifest anything or attract anything, magnetize everything what you need, what you want, what you wish for.
And we have it sometimes. We are really good in manifesting something, or we just manifested something really great, and we think, wow, if we could do it with this, then we can do it with that thing too. But that new thing that we want to create, we have a lot of limitations maybe. We don't have limitations with manifestation, but we have limitations with that thing. Universe doesn't care if you're manifesting a house or a coin. But for us, it matters. So we have the limitations that block us from getting there. That means we have to continuously change, as you said. We have to get beyond that limitation that says we can't get a house. We would have to at least work 50 years for this, and we have to save that much money for it. That's what limits us, and that's what we have to get beyond then. And that's also part of manifestation. It's not just the simply envisioning and so on. That's one part. But there's a whole package around this. We're super excited to launch Petra and Raphael, the brand that changes you. It's something that I have been wanting to do for a very long time. Now we have the chance to do it with you guys. If you're familiar with Emoto's work, who studied water and the different effects that affirmations can have on water, then you will know that saying positive things to your water can actually change the structure of the water. You can have 3 jars of cooked rice, and on one of them you put thank you, I love you. On the other one you put nothing, and on the third one you put I hate you. And what you can find is that after some time, the one that says thank you, I love you starts to naturally ferment and looks really beautiful and still white like you just cooked it. The second one starts to rot, and the third one starts to mold. And because our body is 60% water, we figured that if we put beautiful affirmations on our body, then also the water in our body can change, and the people that read those affirmations will also can also change. So what we did was we created these shirts that say thank you in the front and I love you in the back. We have the sweatshirts that say thank you in the front and I love you in the back. We have here our beautiful logo, which Petra painted. You have it on the other side. Yeah, here. Yeah, no, it was there. The beautiful logo, which Petra painted. We also have some travel mugs and normal mugs.
With the logo, buddy with
and
your
thank
body.
you, I love you. So if you want to do something good for your body, and if you also want to do something good for people around you, just spread positivity and love and kindness.
Yeah, that.
Yes. So check out the store, get your own clothing or mug.
Which charges your water
And
or coffee.
Yes. And enjoy the benefits from it. And I feel it's something really wonderful to work with, to experience. Also the feeling to just connect with Source, to connect with that energy that created us, that we all are, and to manifest from that place. It's so much fun to experience synchronicities. And yes, I wish so many times that it would happen faster and that it would be easier and I wouldn't really have to do anything for it. But we learn a lot as well on the journey.
And I think manifestation was invented for us to only connect with the source, because this is the only thing which matters at the end. Because if you connect with the source, with who you are, with who you are made of, then you don't care anymore if it manifests or not, because you're so happy that you are able to feel these emotions already. Then the manifestation or the wish which you want or anything you want will happen, and you just will be like, okay, I'm humble, I'm really grateful, but I'm good because I connected to who I am. That's why people want to manifest, but what they really want and truly want is to just feel the connection
Mm-hmm.
to the source.
And I just had an idea of a silly analogy for this, because let's say our dog Luna, she's such a noble being, and for her to just think that she's just a tree, that would be missing out on a lot of her experience. And what I mean by that is, if we are getting to this planet and we just think we are just this body and we're just this 3D reality and we have the five senses and that's limited, then we miss also out on a lot of experience. And instead we can connect to that source and we know, wow, this is where I come from, this is who I really am, pure love. And when I can live life from this perspective and I can experience and express pure love with the people around me and the animals around me and nature, that's a much greater experience of life than just simply thinking, oh, I'm just this body.
If you experience this kind of dimension of you, then nothing can really hurt you, nothing can really get you that much as it could only if you're living in 3D. So it's like a protection for you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also empowering you to
Yes.
be something more than just a limited mind.
Very, very good point, because you might go through some sickness or you have some struggles in your life and you feel stuck. And if you realize and remember that you are pure love and you're eternal, then those problems don't become that significant anymore. You know, alright, this disease is not me. It's just an experience which I have right now. And there's also the true me doesn't have the disease. The true me is unlimited and powerful and loving and free.
Yeah. I also, when I have some health challenge, I always tell myself that it's just some stuck energy somewhere. It's like unease, dis-ease, unease to flow in my body freely. So you can always mentally, and you can send there the thought wherever you have it in your body, wherever you feel the energy doesn't flow. You can just send there this consciousness, hey, I know you're just stuck there. I know you want to flow and I don't let you because some programs are keeping you locked there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is also happening in our life with our manifestations and creations. And everywhere we go, we can experience it in relationships and so on. And you can always at least talk to it and to send there some energy of and willingness to say, I know I'm not it. I know I am something beyond that.
Putting yourself away from that problem and observing it.
Mm.
So we have a choice. Nobody has to manifest. It's up to us if we want to work matter to matter, and there's nothing wrong with that, or if we want to play with this energy and this creation.
Just one more thing about manifestation. Manus are like hands in Latin, and fest is like a stronghold, or just which is, if something is fest in our dialect here, is like it's something like firm. It means that it manifested into matter. Basically, manifest. It's like put in the hands into the matter, create with hands into the matter. So it's also really fun that you can play with the words and you just don't even know what the word means, right? And
yeah, it's maybe also a little bit overused word, manifest. There are different ways to call it.
Yeah, sardinky. Yeah, sardine.
He squeezed them.
Look, she's squeezing like this here. Oh my gosh, they have it so nice in here. Look, he's wiggling. Ahoy, ahoy, ami. Los amigos. Ami, ciao.